Donald Trump is a classic bully, and it appears that he is empowering an entire generation of young bullies. I'm talking 6-year-old bullies. This is really a distressing report out of the Washington Post. Check this out. Leave your comments, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and please subscribe to our channel. Yeah, I also wanted to just highlight this speaking as a kid who was bullied. I mean, I was the victim of the school bully, or not the victim, a victim. He didn't just bully me. His name was Dennis, and we had to walk by his house to get to the elementary school. And you know, back in the days when all the kids walked to school, and you know, he beat me up a bunch of times, and he used to, and other kids as well, and mostly the kids he liked to beat up were the what he would call teachers' pets, basically the kids who were doing well in school, and you know, it took a lot of years to really process that as something other than, geez, I'm a weakling kind of thing, you know. And now Washington Post just did this investigation that will just tear you apart. I mean, it's just terrible. Kids as young as 6 are mimicking the president's insults in the cruel way he delivers them. Bottom line, all across America in public schools, elementary schools, we have children who are using Trump's language to bully other children. And they parrot Trump's campaign rhetoric in the faces of their classmates. This from a piece by D'Artagnan for Daily Kos, you know, summarizing the Washington Post piece. They chant racist slogans at school sporting events, cursing at, heckling, or singling out kids to be ostracized because of their skin color or ethnic background. The really tragic thing is some of these kids are so young they really don't even know what they're doing. One girl from rural Idaho took to Twitter to criticize what she saw as hypocritical Trump supporters who demonize Mexicans but choose to vacation in Mexican resorts like Cancun. When she arrived at school the next day, Ashtani Bonilla, then 16, immediately found herself surrounded by boys she had known most of her childhood, calling her an effing Mexican and an illegal. Both African-American and Mexican-American, Bonilla had struggled for years to fit into her 94% white hometown. After some of the same boys defaced her car, even tying it to another car with a rope, Bonilla stopped attending classes. She began to have migraines and panic attacks. Ultimately, she swallowed a bottle of painkillers and was rushed to a hospital in Spokane, over 100 miles away. She survived, but now sees a therapist to cope with the experience. And this isn't just students, by the way. A Fort Worth, Texas teacher, Georgia Clark, ordered her black and Latino students to sit in the back of the classroom and railed against immigrants and the supposed violence they would bring to this country. She said that she was going to call the FBI to deport them. She was ultimately fired for tweeting an appeal to Trump himself, asking that he help her deport undocumented immigrants from Fort Worth schools. And, you know, this is just mind-boggling.